People up and down the state are telling us their inflation relief debit cards have been drained of money. The state issued more than 8 million debit cards so far, and still sending them through January 14th to eligible Californians. Our political reporter Morgan Reiner has been digging into this issue.
Roxanne Martinez and her husband got $700 on a debit card. The first thing the Crows Landing couple did, paid for their car registration with the DMV.
And I went to use it again, and it got denied at 2 different places.
The remaining $500 gone.
You're supposed to only be able to use a PIN. They used mine without a PIN. They used it without it even being out of my possession.
Marianne Gonerman received $350 from the state on her debit card. She used it to buy a quick lunch at work.
I logged in and I saw that it had $5 left on it. I was like,
Her dad, who lives in Point Loma, used to be the chief financial officer for a local bank.
I suspect somebody basically invaded the card issuer, because to use a debit card, you need to have a PIN number. And so somehow they've got the PIN number registered.
Marianne likened California to that sad relative.
it keeps getting in trouble. And you're like, why did you do this to yourself? You knew that person wasn't trustworthy, but you still gave them, a contract to do this.
Republican Assemblymember Jim Patterson represents Fresno, said his constituents have been contacting his office with similar issues.
Unfortunately, when we try to reach the franchise tax board, and then when we try to reach the vendor, the money network, we are not even getting responses. If I can't reach them, my goodness, our constituents are going to have a hard time reaching them.
As the vice chair of the Oversight Committee, he is comparing this to how the state handled the unemployment fraud.
Here we go again. It is almost like their business plan includes the acceptance of a certain amount of fraud.
We reached out to the Franchise Tax Board, that's that group that issues the debit cards, to ask how many people this happened to. They say they don't have that information, but they did say the program is expected to run with a less than 1% fraud rate, and that the program is running far below that metric right now. They say they take every report of fraud seriously and will investigate each one of them.